Let's get one thing brutally honest right now. That phone in your hand? It's not a tool for connection. For you, it's become a weapon of self-destruction. Every notification you check, every second you wait for those 3 little dots to appear, you are actively participating in the slow, agonizing erosion of your own self-worth. You think you're sending a casual, just checking in text, but what she receives is a digital scream of desperation. You believe you're playing a game of chess, carefully crafting the perfect words, but in reality you've already knocked over your own king and surrendered before she even made a move. You're waiting for her to give you permission to feel confident, to feel desired, to feel like you're enough. And that, right there, is the entire reason you are failing. You have handed the keys to your emotional kingdom to someone who isn't even sure she wants to visit the grounds. This isn't about her. This isn't about finding the magic phrase that will suddenly unlock her affection. This is about the brutal, uncomfortable truth that you have forgotten how to be a man who commands respect, starting with respecting himself. You've become a ghost in your own life, haunting her inbox, hoping she'll be the one to finally bring you back to life. But I'm here to tell you, she is not your savior. She is a mirror, and right now it is reflecting a man who is chasing, pleading, and begging for a scrap of validation from the table of another. The cycle ends today. The moment you stop texting isn't just about getting her attention. It's about reclaiming your own. It's the moment you stop being a supporting character in her story and start forging the epic saga of your own. So, if you're ready to stop being the nice guy who finishes last and start becoming the man who doesn't even need to run the race to win, then listen closely. Because we are about to burn your old playbook, and from its ashes, we will build an empire. Let's dissect the core of the problem, the absolute poison in your strategy. She already knows. That's it. That's the fundamental truth you keep ignoring. She knows you're interested. She knows you'd drop everything to see her. She knows that if she texted you at 2 a.m., you'd be out of bed and in your car before she could even put her phone down. You've shown all your cards. You've laid out your entire hand on the table, and it's a handful of hearts while she's playing a completely different game, a game you don't even understand. Your continued texting is not a charming reminder of your existence. It is an incessant, buzzing fly in her ear. Think about it from her perspective. The initial interest, the first few dates, the fun banter, that was the sales pitch. She heard it. She considered the offer, and for whatever reason, she has not bought it. Now, instead of walking away like a high-value salesman who knows his product is excellent and will be bought by someone who sees its worth, you are standing on her doorstep, ringing the bell over and over again, shouting through the mail slot, "Are you sure?" Are you really, really sure? It's not just unattractive. It's deeply unsettling. It communicates a profound lack of options, and more importantly, a terrifying lack of self-worth. Every "hey, what's up" text you send when she's gone quiet is a validation-seeking missile. You are not trying to start a conversation. You are trying to quell your own anxiety. You're looking for a sign that you still matter, that you still exist in her world. But a man of value, a man who is the prize, does not need external validation to confirm his own existence. His existence is self-evident. When you cease all communication, you are not playing a game. You are making a statement. You are saying, "I presented my offer. My value is inherent and does not require your approval. I am now redirecting my energy toward things that provide a return on investment." This is the language of power. It's the language of confidence. It's the silent, undeniable roar of a man who knows his worth and will not discount it for anyone. Women are not attracted to words of affirmation nearly as much as they are to the energy of a man who is grounded in his own purpose. Your silence speaks volumes more than your needy text ever could. It tells her that your world does not revolve around her response, that you are the sun in your own solar system and she is welcome to orbit. But you will not be pulled into her gravitational field against your own will. This is the first most crucial step. Understand that she knows, and your job isn't to convince her more, but to show her, through your absence, what she stands to lose. Now we arrive at the central paradoxical law of attraction, the one that your needy brain fights against at every turn. Emotional detachment is the catalyst for deep, primal attraction. Your mind is screaming at you, "No, if I pull away, she'll forget me. If I don't show her I care, someone else will." That is the voice of fear. It is the voice of scarcity. It is the voice of a man who believes his attention is a low-value commodity that must be given away freely, hoping someone will finally take it. Let's flip that entirely. From this moment on, your attention is the most valuable currency you possess. It is a limited resource, more valuable than your time or your money, because it is the source of all your energy. And right now, you are hemorrhaging this energy into a black hole of unreciprocated interest. Think about the nature of desire itself. We are captivated by the unknown. We are drawn to the puzzle we cannot solve, the mountain we have yet to climb, the song we have not yet fully learned. Mystery is not a tactic. It is a fundamental ingredient of allure. When you are constantly texting, updating, and seeking her out, you are the opposite of mysterious. You are an open book, written in large, simple font, with the ending spoiled on the first page. You are predictable, and predictability is the silent killer of attraction. The man who commands attention is the one whose next move is uncertain. He is calm, centered, and his emotional state is not dictated by the whims of a woman's texting habits. He has a take-it-or-leave-it aura, not because he's arrogant, but because his life, his mission, his purpose, is so incredibly fulfilling that her participation is a welcome addition, not a desperate necessity. This is not about faking indifference. It's about cultivating genuine indifference to the outcome. When you stop texting, you forcibly sever the emotional tether that has been draining your power. You create a void, and human psychology abhors a void. Her brain, which had comfortably categorized you as the interested guy who is always there, is now forced to recalibrate. An incomplete pattern has been created. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Our minds are hardwired to obsess over unfinished business. Your sudden silence is the cliffhanger at the end of her favorite show. Where did he go? Why did he stop? Did I misjudge the situation? Is he with someone else? These questions are the seeds of attraction. They force her to invest her own mental and emotional energy into you for the first time, reversing the flow of power. You are no longer the one thinking about her. She is now forced to think about you. You must become the enigma. You must be the man whose life is so compelling, so full of purpose and passion, that you simply don't have the time or the mental bandwidth to be worrying about why she hasn't texted back in 2 hours. This emotional detachment is your fortress, and inside its walls, you will build the man she can't help but be curious about. This brings us to the forge. The period of no contact is not a passive waiting game. It is not about sitting by your phone, staring at it, hoping it will ring. That is the behavior of a prisoner in a cell of his own making. The no-contact period is your forge, and the silence is the fire. You are the raw iron, and you are about to hammer yourself into a sword. This is where you transmute the weak, anxious energy of chasing into the powerful, magnetic energy of building. This is where you stop being the boy who wants the girl and become the king who builds the kingdom. We will structure this transformation around the 4 pillars of the Unchaseable Man. Pillar 1, the physical forging. You will treat your body not as a vehicle for pleasure, but as a weapon system. Go to the gym with a ferocity you've been reserving for analyzing her texts. Stop doing mindless bicep curls and start training like an athlete. Sign up for a competition, a marathon, a powerlifting meet, a martial arts tournament. The goal is not just to look good, though that will be a welcome side effect. The goal is to flood your system with the discipline, resilience, and raw testosterone that comes from pushing your physical limits. When you are physically formidable, you move through the world differently. Your posture changes. Your voice deepens. You radiate a quiet power that is felt by everyone you encounter, especially women. You are no longer seeking comfort. You are embodying strength. Pillar 2, the financial forging. Money is a tool of freedom and power. Instead of wasting hours overthinking your next text, you will invest that time into a high-value skill. Learn to code, to sell, to trade, to edit video, to build websites. Start a side hustle. Take on a new project at work that terrifies you. Your goal is to become so financially sovereign that you never have to make a decision out of scarcity again. A man with purpose is a man with a plan, and a man with a financial plan is a force to be reckoned with. This ambition is intoxicating. It shows you are a creator, a builder, an architect of your own destiny. You are not waiting for life to happen to you. You are imposing your will upon the world and shaping it to your vision. Pillar 3, the mental forging. Your mind is the command center. You will wage war on the weak thoughts that have held you captive. Stop consuming mindless dopamine hijacking content. Start reading books on philosophy, on history, on strategy, on biographies of great men. Meditate, not to find peace, but to gain control over your own thoughts. Practice mindfulness so you can observe your needy impulses without acting on them. Develop a mind so sharp, so disciplined, so focused on your mission that her validation is as irrelevant to you as the opinion of a stranger on the street. You are building a mental fortress that no amount of emotional turmoil can penetrate. And pillar 4, the social forging. A man who is obsessed with one woman often has a desolate social life. You will rectify this immediately. Reconnect with your brothers, your true friends. Organize a trip, start a weekly poker night, join a team. A strong male social circle is your bedrock. It is your source of strength, accountability, and perspective. Furthermore, you will expand your social horizons. Go to events, take classes, talk to strangers, men and women alike. Not with the goal of getting a number, but with the goal of practicing the art of conversation and connection. When your life is filled with rich, meaningful social interactions, you no longer view any single woman as the sole source of your happiness and validation. She becomes one of many interesting people in your vibrant world, not the center of it. While she is wondering where you went, you are not waiting. You are forging. You are in the fire, hammering away at your weaknesses, building a life of such immense value that her presence or absence becomes a minor detail in the grand epic you are creating. This journey of forging brings you to a new state of being, a philosophical shift in your entire operating system. You will begin to embody the spirit of the outcome-independent man. This is the final evolution, the graduation from the boy who needs her to the man who is free. Acceptance in this context is not a passive, sad resignation. It is not admitting defeat. It is the ultimate act of power. It is looking at the universe and saying, I will control what I can control, my actions, my mindset, my effort, and I will release my grip on that which I cannot, the feelings and decisions of others. Clinging to the hope that she will come back is like trying to hold on to water in your fist. It is futile and exhausting. True freedom is found in opening your hand. You must, on a deep cellular level, accept the very real possibility, even the probability, that she will never text you again. You must make peace with this. You must grieve the potential you thought you had, and then you must let it go. Why is this so powerful? Because once you are no longer afraid of the outcome, you are truly free to act. Your actions are no longer tainted by the stench of neediness. You move with a purpose that is entirely your own. The man who is afraid of losing her will always play not to lose, which is a surefire way to lose. The man who has already accepted the loss is free to play to win, not her, but to win at the game of life. This is where you internalize the most important mantra of all. You are the prize. This isn't an arrogant platitude you repeat to yourself in the mirror. It is a deep, unshakable belief forged in the fires of your self-improvement. You are the prize because you have built a life of value. You are the prize because you have cultivated discipline, strength, and ambition. You are the prize because your happiness is generated internally, not extracted from the validation of others. A beggar asks for scraps. A king prepares a feast and allows others to partake in its abundance. You are no longer the beggar. You are the king. And if a guest does not appreciate the feast you have prepared, you do not chase after them, begging them to try another dish. You simply let them leave, knowing that another guest who appreciates the quality of what you offer will soon arrive. This mindset shift is everything. When you operate from this frame, every interaction changes. You are no longer auditioning for her. She is auditioning for a role in your already incredible life. And the beautiful paradox is this: the moment you genuinely don't need her to come back is the very moment she is most likely to. Now, let's address the critical moment that the old you would have fumbled instantly. What happens when she, after weeks or even months of your silence, finally reaches out? The ghost returns. A text message notification lights up your phone. Hey stranger, been a while. How have you been? The adrenaline hits. Your heart rate quickens. The needy little voice in your head screams, it worked. She missed me.
Reply immediately.
Be witty, be charming.
Lock it down.
This is the final test. This is the moment where you prove whether you have truly transformed or if you were just playing a game. To pass this test, you must do one thing: nothing. At least not immediately. The man you were would have replied in seconds, a Pavlovian response to the bell of her validation. The man you are now is in the middle of his forge. He is busy. His phone is not the center of his universe. You will wait, hours, maybe even a day, not as a game but as a genuine reflection of your new reality. Your time and attention are valuable, and they are currently allocated to your mission. When you do reply, your tone will be different. It will be warm, but not overly enthusiastic. Calm, but not cold. You will match her energy, not escalate it. Her text is a simple, "How have you been?" Your reply is not a 3-paragraph essay about your new life. It is a simple, "I've been great, life's been busy but good." Hope you're doing well too. That's it. You are a calm, friendly, but detached presence. You do not immediately ask her out. You do not bring up the past. You let her do the work. You have created the void, and she has now stepped into it. Let her wonder. Let her work to re-engage you. If she wants to see you, she will have to put in more effort than a lazy, low-investment text. She might ask, "What have you been up to?" You can give her a brief, exciting glimpse into the empire you've been building. Just got back from a hiking trip with some friends, and I've been deep into this new coding project. It's been intense. You are not boasting. You are stating facts. The fact is that your life is interesting without her. You are giving her a taste of the feast, not shoving the whole plate in her face. The power lies in making her requalify herself for a place in your life. You are the gatekeeper now. The chaser has become the unchaseable, and she will feel that shift in every word you type. You have successfully recalibrated the entire dynamic, not through manipulation, but through genuine, undeniable self-growth. I remember a time when I was the ghost. There was a woman who I thought was the epitome of perfection. Witty, beautiful, ambitious, the whole package. I did what every guy on the planet does when he thinks he's found the one. I put her on a pedestal so high I couldn't see the top. I texted constantly. I was the king of the good morning text, the how was your day text, the thinking of you text. And I felt her pulling away with every message I sent. The replies got shorter. The time between them grew longer, until one day there was just silence. And that silence was deafening. It consumed me. I checked my phone 100 times a day. I analyzed every past conversation. I became a detective in the case of my own rejection, and it drove me to the brink of madness. I was a ghost in my own life, completely powerless. That rejection was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was the rock bottom that I needed to finally look up. It forced me to look in the mirror and face the needy, anxious, validation-seeking man I had become. And I made a vow right then and there. Never again would I grant someone that much power over my emotional state. I took all that pathetic, desperate energy and I channeled it. I poured it into my work, into my body, into my mind. I stopped looking at my phone and started looking at my future. I stopped chasing her and started chasing greatness. Months went by. I had honestly forgotten about her. I was so engrossed in my own journey, so fulfilled by my own progress, that she had become a distant memory. And then one Tuesday afternoon, my phone buzzed. It was her. A long paragraph about how she'd been thinking about me, how she'd made a mistake, how she was seeing my progress from afar and was incredibly impressed. The old me would have jumped through the phone with joy. The new me read the text, put the phone down, and finished my workout. Because her validation was no longer the prize. The prize was the man I had become in her absence. Rejection is not a verdict on your worth. It is a redirection from the universe. It's a sign that you are being pointed toward a different path, the path of your own evolution. My story is not unique. This is the story of every man who has chosen to turn a painful ending into a powerful beginning. Now it's your turn. I don't want to just hear from you. I want you to become a testament to this philosophy. In the comments below, I want you to write Day 0. This is your public declaration. This is the day you stop chasing, the day you stop waiting, the day you pick up the hammer and step into the forge. Then, I want you to come back here in 30 days, find your comment, and reply to it with an update on your progress. Let's turn this comment section into a brotherhood of kings under construction, a testament to what happens when men decide to stop asking for respect and start commanding it. Your new chapter starts now. Hit that like button if you're ready to build, subscribe for more no-nonsense truths, and declare your Day 0. Let's begin.